Hi everybody, it's Amy Grasso, your consultant for Christy's Murder Mystery Pampered Chef Party. As we know, Christy is traveling. She is a busy lady, so she asked if rather than trying to do a live demo, I just record something and post it into the party, so that's what I'm doing now. She is very interested in the Deluxe electric grill and griddle, so although I showed it in a live when I went live the other morning, I'm going to show it again so I can really go over all the features of this item. So we will be making grilled pizza paninis for lunch, and I will make them and then I will feed my children and my husband and myself. So let's get started. This is the Deluxe electric grill and griddle. It was launched in the spring, and it is my husband and I, when we saw the video of this product, we were like, I didn't know if I was getting it for free or not because it wasn't clear to me. You get different things for free depending on, how well you do the prior season. Anyhow, I did get it for free, which is one of the perks of being a consultant and doing what I do. I do have, I have a daytime job, but this is my fun, my excitement. I love the products, I love getting free stuff, and I just love getting to do fun things like this party with Christy. Anyhow, my husband and I saw the video of this and he was like, I don't care, I want the product, I'll pay full price for it. And it has proven to be as much as we were hoping it would be when we saw the video for it when it was initially launched. So with the Deluxe electric grill and griddle, it is going to be a replacement for your griddle. One of the features, I'm just going to tell you outright, I love the fact that the plates, they come out, okay? And get this, they are dishwasher safe. So I have always hated using griddles because you have that surface, of course, you can't submerge it in the water, right? So you have to just wipe it off with soapy rag or paper towel, and then you don't know if you're leaving chemicals behind or if you've not gotten it fully clean. I just never liked that about griddles. So I love that the plates pop out, you stick them in the dishwasher, you are good to go. I couldn't believe it at first because it's got these things back here and I thought, well, that looks like electrical, but it actually does go in the dishwasher, I promise. So that is, for me, the biggest selling point altogether of this. Now, we also have, and we'll be using today, grill plates. Okay, so these obviously are dishwasher safe as well. One thing that we often do is exchange one, put a grill plate over here, griddle plate over here, eggs over here, bacon over here. So that is something that we do frequently. I'll just go ahead and change out the plates right now. Now the grill plates and the griddle plates both come with, sorry, I can't talk and do things at the same time. They both come with the product. You can also separately order waffle plates. So get rid of your panini maker, get rid of your griddle, get rid of your waffle maker, make room for this. Okay, now it's large, it's got a big footprint when you're sitting it on your counter. But the other thing I like about it, which I haven't turned it on yet so I can show this to you, locks in place, okay? The cord wraps up around here, and then you can store it sitting on its side inside of your, I keep it under my island. So that's a nice feature too, because it does not take up nearly as much space as you might think when you first see it. So I'm going to plug this in. Okay, so what else do we have here? Obviously, it opens up so you can cook it as a grill or griddle. It also closes, and so you can cook on both sides. Now it does two things. It hovers, right, so that you get the flat surface instead of leaving it locked. The first time I cooked with it, I made these French onion sliders and I didn't realize they went into hover mode, so they were kind of squished on one side and not squished on the other. So that is a feature that you'll love. We make grilled cheese on this. We make paninis, which we're going to do today. You can also cook burgers, chicken breast, steak, whatever it is that you would cook normally on one side of the grill, you can cook both sides at once, which decreases your cooking time into 50% of the cooking time. Now, speaking of burgers and steaks and chicken breast, this is a probe. the probe plugs into the side of your grill, and there's a special setting on here for probe. You enter two things: the temperature that you want the plates to be and the temperature that you want your meat to get to. And you push start. Once it beeps and is ready for you to add the meat, you put it in, you stick your probe into the meat, and it will read the temperature of the meat, and then it will tell you when it reaches the temperature that you want for your meat. So never again will I overcook chicken. I'm always paranoid about undercooking it and end up overcooking it. This has been a blessing for that reason. Same thing with burgers. It's fabulous. So that's one of the cool things as well. Now I'm going to turn it on. When you, oh, by the way, there's also a drip tray that collects both sides. So you don't have two separate drip trays, and as you can see, it's very large. And when you're cooking things like bacon, you need a large drip tray. We've got settings custom, so you can set the plates at different temperatures. If I'm cooking eggs over here, I might want one temperature, and bacon over here, I might want a different temperature. Then there is a sear setting, which obviously is for searing. The panini setting, which we're using today, just so you get an idea of what the settings are, it sets it at 375, and then it sets it for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So you are literally going to put them on, push the button, and it will cook for 2:30, and then it will let me know that they're ready. And oh no, there's a grill setting which defaults to 5 minutes, and the griddle setting defaults to 60 minutes. I guess they assume that we're having large family breakfast and we're cooking eggs and pancakes and whatever, but you can always adjust the time. And then there's a keep warm setting, which I love too. If I've made my main dish here, but I'm heating something else up, you can just do the keep warm. Also, I like that for, so I make pizzas on here all the time. You just put the crust down. I usually do it with the griddle plates, but it works with the grill plates as well. Put the crust down, cook the crust, right? Let it go all the way down. Cook the crust, open it up. Then I add my sauce, cheese, pepperoni, whatever it may be. And then you can put it on the keep warm setting, and you can just let everything melt with this keeping it warm up top. And I'm telling you, it's so easy. I kind of discovered that on my own when kids were in quarantine, and you know, we're having to feed them lunch every single day while working and all these other things. And I said, wait, I have pizza crust, I have sauce, I have cheese, let me see if I can do this. And it worked perfectly, and the kids love it. So that's a frequent lunch or dinner in my household. We do often keep this on the island because I'll make pancakes in the morning, and then I'll do something like paninis at lunchtime, and then at dinner I might make, you know, chicken breast or something like that. So that is all of the exciting features of the Deluxe electric grill and griddle. I'm going to set it on the panini setting. Now, in the closed position, I've just kind of timed it. It takes about 10 minutes to heat up. In the open position, it takes about 10 minutes to heat up. You're going to put it on the setting and push enter, and it'll give you the time. You're going to go with the defaulted time. So now there's this little circle that's going in circles, kind of like when you've got something loading on the computer, telling me that it's heating up. Once it is preheated, it beeps, and it reads the word add. So that means I'm beeping to let you know to add the food. So that is that. I'm going to close it while I prep for our grilled pizza paninis. Let me push it in this direction. Yeah, I've got space here. Okay, so the other thing I want to show you today, and this is one of our really exciting releases from the spring, is our Rapid Prep mandolin. Closes up like this. It does not have many pieces. Many people order this and they're like, oh, I haven't used it because, I don't know, it's intimidating. And I'm like, it is the easiest thing ever. I just got a message last week from someone who had ordered it, and she was like, I finally used it and it's so easy. And I said, yes, it is so easy. So let me show you. To put it together, you've got the base, the food catcher, and then you've got your food holders. Probably not the technical terms. And you just stick it on in there, and oops, this way. You're going to put your food in here and shove it down and chop, 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 chop. So the settings on this, let's see, there's 8 different widths, okay, from very thin to thicker. And then you've got 3 different cuts. There is a round cut, that's for the scallop type things. And then there's the French fry cut and a like skinnier French fry cut. So everybody wants this for French fries. It is awesome for that. We do that frequently, but I also love carrots. You can chop them into tiny little carrot chips to eat. Oh gosh, I've done strawberries for like putting on top of a cake. I've even done watermelon. I mean, I'm going to do onions and red peppers today and mushrooms for the paninis. So there's just kind of like all sorts of things that you can chop using this. So let me go ahead and show you how it works. I'm going to start, I've got an onion here. Santoku knife, my friends. I love this thing so much. These little air pockets help you to not get things stuck to it. So if you're cutting butter or cheese or whatever, it falls off as opposed to getting stuck to your knife. And also it just works really well. We do have a really nice forged cutlery selection that, I don't know, I would put them up against the best knives that culinary folks use. Okay, so we're just gonna stick my onions in here. I'm gonna make them super thin because I like super thin onions on any sandwich I make with onions. So do that and make them super thin. I'm gonna go down to maybe 2. Okay. This comes in handy if you're chopping a lot. So you can see how thin my onions are. I might actually prefer them to be a little thinner, but that's what we're getting here. And I did the French fry cut, which I should not have done. So the next time I'm going to do my regular scallop cut, and we'll see how this goes. Oh, and I'm gonna make it smaller. So this is really what I prefer for a sandwich, nice and thin. Now I already cut my onions in half, so that's why I've got big circles. But what I like to do if I'm making a salad, crying now. I'm seriously crying. If I'm making a salad or like for this, I just kind of mix everything together and dump it on top of the salad. I'll mix my mushrooms and red peppers together to use on the, I'm seriously crying. Strong onions. Okay, I got my red pepper here. I should have grabbed my scoop loop, but I didn't. Can you see me? I cannot believe how much I'm crying over these onions. That's crazy. All right, so I'll stick this in. I'm gonna keep them equally thin. Nothing left in there. Now, you might initially use your hand. Obviously, don't let your hand go too far down. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. I have to pause this video. That does not usually get me like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna toss my mushrooms in. I love mushrooms on my paninis. And I'm gonna slice them the same way. And here you can really see how the scallop cutting works. It just slices them thinly. Now we have a beep. That means that it's ready for me to add my food. So it's just time. Okay. So I've got my mixture of veggies to put on my veggie version of the paninis. I'm going to take all this out of the way. Silicone prep bowls. Love them, love them, love them. Comes with a set of 3. It's one of my favorite things. Okay. Wipe up the little bit of a mess I made here. And I'm going to get these plates out of the way. thing that this comes with is a scraper for the grill plates, which works well, especially if you have grease buildup. Okay, and for the paninis, I've got two versions. I'm gonna make one with pepperoni and one with veggies. We start with some sourdough bread. Now, anytime I'm cooking, I start with a whole bunch of different mats because they come in 3 different colors, so you can keep track of what you've done on which. And it just makes it easy to keep track. So for simplicity, I will just do 2 paninis right now. Now, it sounds odd, but we are actually going to use mayonnaise, and we're going to put the mayonnaise on the inside of the sandwich because that will give it some savoriness. We're also going to add our everything but the pizza seasoning. Pampered Chef has a seasoning line. If you're not familiar with it, try them out, give them a try. They are, I used to buy seasonings at the grocery store thinking like, well, I just have to buy this. The flavor is just insane. And in fact, I am out of my everything but the pizza seasoning, but I have a packet because I subscribe to Taste Buds, which I will tell you about in a minute. So, here's my scoop and spread here. Scoop on one end, spread on the other end. Good for peanut butter. Okay, we're just gonna lightly put that in, and this is the inside of the sandwich. We're not gonna put anything on the outside for the paninis. And normally I would have my everything but the pizza seasoning in my container, but we're just gonna sprinkle this on top, okay? And kind of blotchy because I'm not using the regular container, but that's okay. Everything but the pizza seasoning is really good. I actually add it to our pizza because it gives it extra flavor too. It's great on mac and cheese. So good. All right, so for this, I'm gonna put provolone on both sandwiches. You can use Swiss, you can use mozzarella. We have decided that provolone is our preferred cheese. It's a lot of cheese, but it's gooey goodness. Now these sandwiches are like sometimes too big for one person. So I'm gonna do one, like I said, with veggies. I'm just gonna sprinkle them on here and hope that I don't have another recurrence of the crying that took over. These are some potent onions. Hopefully that means they'll be extra tasty. Some mushrooms there. It's reminding me. I am putting these onions very far away from me so that I don't end up in tears again. Because I love Pampered Chef, but it's not quite that emotional. And then the other one we'll do some pepperoni on. That is definitely my kids' favorites. They do not want the mushrooms. Okay, so I'm gonna close my sandwiches. All right, get the other stuff out of the way. Open this up. And all we're going to do is place our sandwiches. I like doing it at an angle because it gives a pretty like line, sideways line. Makes it look like a fancy store or restaurant bought panini. Now I've added it, and you can't see it, but it reads add here. I push the button and now it knows I've added my food, and it's counting down from 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So while it's counting down, I'm going to share with you information about one of my favorite things that Taste Buds, this is our Taste Buds subscription. I'm all. So, subscribe for Taste Buds, and every month you get a package in the mail, and it's got 3 of our seasonings. So if you don't know what you'll like and you want to try a little bit of everything out, you can. In addition to the seasonings, it comes with 3 exclusive recipes that are only available to Taste Buds customers. These were delicious, by the way. My whole family loved them. And in addition to the recipes themselves, they have quote easy change ups. Okay, you want to toss some chicken in or shrimp or change the noodles, you can do that here. And then it also comes with more ways to use your seasonings, and it's got 3 additional options. So you really are getting 4 recipes in addition to the change ups with the recipe. You can go online and look them up. For me, I never have wanted to subscribe to one of those services that sends you the food because I like shopping and I like cooking, but I'm tired of making decisions. So when I get that taste buds in the mail, my son and I open it up, we get excited, we actually go live on my business page and share what we've received. And I know 3 nights out of the month, I don't have to decide. Taste buds is gonna tell me what to make, and I do love that. So it's, I'd have to double check, 20-ish per month, but you can buy it on a 3-month or a 6-month subscription basis as well, and the cost goes down. And this month they added something really cool. It is a taste buds marketplace. So if you decide this month, well, that's not a good example because this was a seasoning that actually is not for sale, garlic and Parmesan. I can't wait until they do add it to our lineup because it was delicious. But if you decide you try this and you're like, oh my God, the 3-onion rub was amazing, which it really is. You want to buy it the next month, you can go into your taste buds marketplace and add that to your next month's subscription, and you don't pay shipping. So one of the things that I used to get, look at this, aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh, there's my paninis. So this is just one of the many, many things that we make with this Deluxe electric grill and griddle. I'm going to turn it off and close it, and I'm going to cut these open. But with the taste buds, you can go and add different things to your next month's taste bud subscription, and you won't pay any shipping for them. So they even are selling certain products that way. So if you decide you love the 3-onion rub, but you don't want to pay $6.95 or $6.95 shipping and handling just to get a $6 seasoning, you can now get it without paying for shipping at all. I love it so much, and I've already gone in and ordered some extra stuff for my next month's subscription. Let me cut these open. And show you what we are dealing with here. And I'm telling you, the mix of the mayonnaise and the everything but the pizza seasoning just gives it this nice, savory taste, and it is delicious. Okay, so we've got our veggie and we've got our pepperoni. So that, my friends, is Deluxe electric grill and griddle. I also showed you a few different things in addition to it and the taste bud subscription. I hope that you learned something about our products, about the griddle, about our awesome paninis, and as always, feel free to let me know if you have any questions, and if not, I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you and have a wonderful day.